Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my channel. How are you guys today? I'm doing well, sort of. It's been kind of a hectic week for me because of I've just been out of town. I was with my parents last week. My parents live in Dallas, and I went down, and after that I didn't go home for the week because I went home for the weekend, and then I went over to my sister's house for like 2 days to get my driver's license. And for today's video, I forgot to even go into what I'm gonna do for today, but for today's video I'm gonna talk you guys through like my current favorite products and what I love to use and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some clips because yeah, my hair is like loose right now. There's like a lot of baby hairs everywhere, so I'm gonna go and get that. So I'm gonna use these snap clips right here. They're from Dollar Tree, just so regular black ones, and they're only $1 and you get 10 of them, so it's like a really good deal. Yeah, and I also have earrings today. I got them at Hot Topic, and they're from I think it's called My Melody. I have no idea who this little character is, but she's really cute. And I saw them when I was at Hot Topic, and I was like, oh, that's really cute, I'm gonna get some. So I did. I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit more closer so you guys can see on what I am doing. And the very first thing that I do is obviously my brows, and I love to use this NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil right here, and I am in the shade Black, and I love it because it has a spoolie on the other side, and of course you have the pencil, and it's very tiny, so you'll get like, it's very precise, so it's very easy to fill in the eyebrows. And you guys want to know a crazy thing is that when I first started doing makeup, I never really did my brows, and it's so weird because now that when I look back at photos, it doesn't look weird. It just looks like something's missing, like because the foundation will cover my brows, and I have like kind of, my brows aren't thick. So you could see that I kind of needed some filling in, but just crazy that before I will basically skip this step and just go in with the makeup, going with my eyeshadow to be more precise. And I don't know. Like now I need to do everything, of course. Then of course I need to go in with concealer, and I use a NYX Full Coverage Concealer right here, and I am in the shade Beige. And as you guys can tell, I love this product. I use it every single time I do my brows. So I know I look ridiculous. Okay, so of course I have not blended in my concealer, and what I love to do is I love to do this e.l.f. Soothing Facial Oil Mist and spray it all over with like the concealer on, because I don't know, I feel like it just gives me like this like soothing, I don't know how to explain it. It's just more smooth, and especially because sometimes I do forget to put like lotion and like eye creams around like this, my part of my face, like upper my eyebrow and stuff, so it can get patchy sometimes, and I feel like this really does help it and just make it look more smooth, and almost makes it look like, you know, you have a filter on. So I just like to spray a little bit of that, and of course I'm gonna go in with a e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm gonna tap that in. And then of course I'm gonna set my brows with a brow gel, and I'm gonna use that e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel here, and I actually have a light shade. This is in a shade Brunette, but I need to get a darker shade because it's kind of light for me, but I just make it work. I'm just gonna wait, so when I run out I'll just buy a new one. The next thing that I do after concealing and filling in my brows and stuff, I go in with the Believe Beauty Lock It In Eyeshadow Primer. This is the, what shade? This is a universal one. I used to conceal my eyelids with, of course, concealer. And I just saw that doesn't really work, especially for me, because there will be some eyeshadows that just wouldn't blend for me. sometimes it'll be like a hit or miss with some eyeshadows, and I will always be like, what's going on? Like, what is it? Like, what am I doing wrong? And what ended up happening was that I was using concealer rather than eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. It's like a prime and set, like setting powder or something like that. It's like this. I think they come in 3 different shades. I am in the one that says Fair Light. And I'm gonna go in with this very fluffy eyeshadow brush, and it's the Morphe E27. I'm just gonna get some and just set my primer. Next, I'm gonna use this Baby Got Peach Colourpop palette right here. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Perky. I'm gonna get this. This is a Morphe M441 brush right here. I'm gonna put that all over my lid and of course my crease. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with the Morphe fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend everything in so there's like no harsh lines. So usually when it comes to like my everyday, I always have like a little bitty like wing liner going on, and lately I have been loving the foxy eye look. I feel like that is beautiful. I'm gonna use, well, first I'm gonna show you guys what I do to achieve that, because I know it can be very hard, especially to get those like wing liner, and I'm not the best at it, but with this little trick that I learned, I found it to be really easy. And I'm just gonna show you because I suck at explaining. But I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof eyeliner right here. It's a retractable eyeliner, which I'm almost done as well. I don't know if you guys can tell. That's literally all I have left. So I'm gonna go in with this, and I'm gonna place the liner right there. So you see how I didn't place it on the waterline? It's like kind of at the bottom. That's what I'm going for. I kind of like the smokiness of it too, like the black of it. I kind of really do like that effect. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M508 brush right here. This is a smudging brush, so it's very tiny, very precise for what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna, of course, bring you guys close, and I'm gonna take the smudging brush and then I'm gonna take the brush to where like I will naturally have a wing. And I learned that this is like the easiest thing for me to like to make that wing, because for some reason like I just like one day I got it, and then the next day I'm like complete trash with eyeliner. So this is the best technique that I learned to actually have that perfect wing, and then just go back and of course, you know, trace it. And voila, you have your wing liner. I'm gonna go in with this liquid eyeliner, and what I'm gonna do with this eyeliner is I'm gonna of course trace that line, and then I'm gonna fill it in, but I'm not gonna fill it in the whole way. You guys will see why. So I'm just gonna make that wing. Just like that. So now I'm gonna leave it like that, just of course let it dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. Then I'm gonna go in with the very first liner that I used, which is a retractable one, and I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna place it in my upper waterline. Okay, so for mascara, I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I have a better alternative for this mascara. So obviously it does the job, right? But like, it just, I don't know, it just doesn't, it doesn't wow me. I will show you guys a mascara that does wow me though. Here, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring it, because that mascara is like my all-time favorite, but I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, so this Essence Lash Princess mascara right here is so freaking good, you guys. And it is only $5 as well. I love it. It's affordable and it's just really, really good. Like, look at the difference between this one and this one. I just want to point that out to you guys. It's just a better mascara and it's more affordable. It's only $5, and I think that one was like 7 or 8, but this is the one. You guys can obviously tell a difference between this one. I will say though that the Maybelline one does a really good job in separating my lashes, but girl, go get yourself some Essence, the Lash Princess, and let me tell you, this does give you a false lash effect. Moving on to my skin, I'm gonna go in with this SPCF. I cannot. Why do I keep saying SPCF? I'm gonna go in with this SPF BFF Milani primer right here. So I'm gonna grab about this much. This primer is really good because like I know sometimes we can forget to like apply moisturizer and stuff, and this primer does a really, really good job, and of course helping us makeup lovers have SPF and be protected from the hot sun. But this primer says that it is a lightweight lotion texture, which I agree. It doesn't have a white cast, so it doesn't leave you like all white. It's actually just blends into the skin really, really nice. And it's a natural finish, and of course it gives you like a glowy look. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's really, really nice, and it's also enhanced with vitamin E and glycerin. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes one more time. I also like to brush my brushes with I also like to brush my eyelashes using a spoolie, because sometimes they can get clumpy. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Kiss Lash Glue liner right here. It's the black one. I also have the clear one, but I love the black one just because of course you can do your wing liner and everything with this. But mind you that if you do wing liner with this, it's gonna take a while to get it off. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I still had some from yesterday. So just keep in mind that if you do, you're gonna have to work to like get it off. So the liner that I just applied dries down super, super fast. Don't mind my boyfriend. It dries super fast, so you need to put on your lashes ASAP. So I'm gonna use these Ioni like lashes right here. I got them from the Dollar Tree, and I cut them in half. But yeah, just like that. This eyeliner is like super easy. If you struggle to put on lashes, you need to get this liner because it's so good. I have, of course, I said I have the clear one, which I need to use because yeah, I got it like yesterday. And another one that I also love is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. It's also really good, but if you're a beginner, I recommend using the pens because they're the best, and you don't need to wait because as soon as you apply it, you need to put on the lashes. And yeah, Moving on again to the face. I know I go back and forth, but this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and of course I love it. It's just really good. It's like the best primer I've gone through. This is gonna be my second bottle, and I'm always gonna keep repurchasing this. I'm always gonna keep buying this because it is just so freaking good. I love it, and of course I'm like literally almost out. Okay, so I'm gonna let the primer sink in a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. clear lip gloss right here. I've also gone through this. This is my second bottle, and it's so freaking good. So moisturizing. Because I know that sometimes foundation can make your lips really dry, and I do not like that at all. I hate it. I hate seeing that. I'm just like, oh no, I need to put on some lip gloss or some like moisturizing lip balm or something. I'm gonna use this Maybelline Fit Me Poreless foundation, and I am in the shade 122 Creamy Beige. And one thing I hate about this foundation is the fact that it does not have a cap. I mean, not a cap, of course it has a cap. It doesn't have a little squeezing tube. You just have to like pour it in the back of your hand or something, but I don't want to do that today because I don't want to get my fingers full of makeup. So I'm gonna use this paint thing. You use to paint, but I'm gonna put some on here. It's like about like that. It's like a nickel size, precise. And then I'm gonna get this just like random brush. And then I'm gonna go in with this Laura Geller foundation brush, and I'm just gonna tap everything in. I don't know what it is about this foundation, but it's just like I always go back to it just because I don't know. It almost looks like I have like a filter on my face. I don't know. It just makes it look it just looks my face look like even better. I don't know. I've tried many foundations, and it's like my favorite one. I love it. I love it. Moving on to my two favorite concealers that are not in my shades, that are not my shades. I'm gonna go in with this one, Believe Beauty one. And this is in the shade Light Beige. And this is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito Concealer. And this is in the shade Fair Beige. It's on there. And then we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild one. Then I go in with the same foundation brush, and I just blend everything in. But yeah, for me, these two are just like the perfect combos. They're both full coverage concealers, and just I don't know, it's like they're not even like, they don't give it like a matte look. It's just like they're very creamy and very easy to blend. I don't know, it's just like really good, especially like together. And I love the way the Wet n Wild one smells the most. It smells really fresh. So moving on to setting powder. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. I have it right here, and there's a hair on it. Oh my gosh. This is in the shade Light. And I'm just going to, of course, set where I concealed. Like one of the best affordable setting powders, especially when you're like in the natural side, because it doesn't dry you down matte, but it just like smooths out your under eyes, and it just gives you like, oh, it's not like it doesn't have any shimmers in there, but it's just a really good setting powder. So then I'm gonna get this random brush. I don't even know where it's from. It's from a brand called Glam in Beauty. And I'm just gonna take away any excess powder on my face and on my under eyes. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite steps. This is the NYX Professional Sweet Cheeks Cream Blush right here. This is in the shade Nude Tude, and you guys, I cannot stop wearing this blush. I love it. I don't know, like, I have so many cream blushes, and this is like the one I always go to the most, and it's just my favorite. It's like the perfect, like, everyday type of blush. I know the color can be a little bit dark, but it's super easy to blend. I just like to apply my blush like at the high points of like my cheeks. I'm gonna go in with this Sonia Kashuk wide contour brush, and I'm gonna use it to blend my blush. Moving on to bronzer, I'm gonna use this Rimmel London Natural Waterproof Bronzer right here. It's so freaking pretty. I will say though that it does have shimmer in there, but for me it's not a problem because you can't really see it, but it looks like that. And also another downside is that, like, of course the cap is not attached, it comes detached, so I do tend to lose this a lot for some reason. I don't know why, because of course I don't use the cap at all. At least with setting powders I can't use the cap. Of course, like, to put in product, but with this I always end up losing it. I don't know why. And I'm gonna go in with this Best Taupe brush right here. It's like an angled brush. I made a video about these set of brushes. They're from Amazon. I'll link it down below, and I'll also put a little pop-up thing right here if you guys want to go check out that video of me reviewing these brushes, because of course I still use them because they're actually really good. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just tap the bronzer, or of course just gonna tap it. It's natural, and it also smells really good too. This is in the shade 020 Sunshine. And then I'm gonna go in with the foundation brush, and I'm just gonna go over any like harsh lines from like the blush and the bronzer. For highlighter, I'm gonna use this Hard Candy Just Glow Rose Gold highlighter right here, and I don't really use this other shade right here because of course it's very dark, but I do like to use these this pinky one is like gold toned, like light gold toned one. And of course I'm gonna get this Morphe N501 highlighter brush. I'm just gonna get some. Okay, so moving on, of course, to the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and go in again with the Baby Got Peach palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Perky again, and I'm gonna use this e.l.f. smudging brush. It's much more thicker and bigger than the other Morphe one. It's actually really big and fluffy. I'm just gonna take some and smudge it at the bottom. I'm gonna take this kind of like pointy ballpoint like brush right here, and I'm gonna go in with this shimmer shade right here called Ready or Yacht, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corners and my upper brow bone. It's super nice too. Like, look at that. Oof, so shimmery. I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara on my bottom lashes, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the Essence Lash Princess one because I love it. I have this in my my bag when I go out because I need to get out like another one so I could have it in my vanity, but yeah, it's the best. I'm also gonna go over my eyelashes with this and just like blend everything. So moving on to the lips, this is like my favorite lip combo. I always wear it. This is from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection. It's like a lip liner, and it comes with like 5 other. You can actually find this like lip duos at TJ Maxx. I've seen them there. Well, not me personally, but I've seen other people find them, and I think also at Ross. And then my all-time favorite lip gloss, it is this e.l.f. gloss right here. It's from their Mint collection, and this is in a shade called Mint Chocolate. It's like the perfect like nude, and of course it plumps your lips, but it doesn't give you that like Too Faced lip injection type of like burn. Like it's like a tingling sensation. So going in with eyeliner, I'm gonna do like the wing liner like in the inner corner here, and I'm using the Wet n Wild one because it's very precise and very, very pointy. Kind of just like follow, like kind of like squint and see where it goes, but usually I try not to spend much of my time on it and being really precise, because the thing with me is I'm very clumsy, and more than likely I'm gonna like I'm gonna mess it up, and I just rather not fix it because it can be a mess. It can be hard, but with practice I promise you guys you're gonna wing it. I'm not perfect at it, but I do like the way that it makes my eyes look. So moving on to setting spray, but it is this Milani Make It Last setting spray. And also like I wore this makeup look once and I put a mask on and there was like no transfer of makeup onto the mask. So this is really, really good, and I'm almost out. But yeah guys, this completes this look of using like my all-time favorite products and stuff. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.